My parents gave my daughter surgery money to my sister because she deserved a better life. My fiance stood up and said, "Should I tell them what I do for a living?" My sister's smile disappeared. My daughter Chloe is 6 years old. She was born with a heart condition that requires surgery. The cost is $80,000. Insurance will not cover it because they consider it elective even though 3 doctors said she needs it. I have been saving for 2 years. I work as a nurse. I pick up every extra shift I can. I sell things online. I do not buy anything for myself. Every dollar goes into the surgery fund. 6 months ago, I was still $30,000 short. I went to my parents and asked if they could help. I did not ask for all of it. I just asked if they could contribute anything. My mom said they would think about it. 2 weeks later, she called and said they had $25,000 in savings they could give me. I cried on the phone. I thanked them over and over. I told them they were saving Chloe life. They said family helps family. I believed them. My fiance James proposed to me 3 months ago. He is quiet and private. He does not talk about his work much. He says he works in finance. He drives an old truck and wears plain clothes. My family has always looked down on him because they think he has no ambition. They make comments about his clothes every time they see him. My sister Vicky is 28 and has never worked a real job in her life. She went to college for 6 years and never graduated. She has been engaged 3 times. She spends money like water. My parents have bailed her out more times than I can count. But in their eyes, Vicky can do no wrong. Last weekend, we went to my parents' house for Sunday dinner. Chloe was with her dad, so it was just me and James. My sister was there with her new boyfriend, who drives a sports car and wears designer everything. Halfway through dinner, my dad cleared his throat and said he had an announcement. He said Vicky had decided to start her own business, an online boutique selling clothes. He said she needed startup capital. He said they were so proud of her for finally finding her passion. Then he looked at me. He said they decided to give Vicky the $25,000 they promised me. He said Vicky deserved a chance at a better life. He said Chloe surgery could wait another year. He said kids are resilient. He said it like he was proud of himself for the decision. My mom nodded along like this made perfect sense. Vicky smiled at me from across the table. She did not even look sorry. I could not speak. 2 years of saving, 2 years of working doubles, 2 years of telling Chloe she would feel better soon, and they gave it away for a clothing website. James put his hand on my leg under the table. Then he stood up slowly. He pulled out his phone. He looked at my dad and said, "Should I tell them what I do for a living?" My dad laughed. He said, "We know what you do, son. You push papers at some office." James smiled. He said, "Actually, I am the chief investment officer at Whitmore Capital. We manage about $2.3 billion in assets. I took this job 4 years ago after I sold my first company for $40 million. The table went silent. Vicky boyfriend put down his fork. My mom mouth fell open. My dad face went pale. James kept talking. He said he never told anyone because he wanted to know if people liked him for him. He said he drove an old truck because he liked it. He said he wore plain clothes because he did not need to impress anyone. Then he looked at my parents. He said he was going to pay for Chloe's surgery. All of it. The hospital was scheduling it for next month. He wanted to wait until we were married to combine finances, but this was more important. Then he looked at Vicky. He said, "Good luck with your business." He said 90% of online boutiques fail in the first year. He said she would probably need that $25,000 back from her parents soon. Then he took my hand and said we should go. I stood up. My legs were shaking. My dad started talking. He said, "Wait." He said they did not know. He said they would give the money back. He said Vicky did not need it that badly. Vicky started yelling that it was not fair, that I always got everything, that I was rubbing my rich fiance in her face. James stopped at the door. He turned around and said one more thing. He said he already transferred $100,000 into a trust fund for Chloe, for her college and her future. He said my parents were not listed as trustees. They would never have access to a single dollar meant for my daughter ever again. We left. My mom called me 34 times that night. My dad sent texts saying they made a mistake. Vicky blocked me on everything, which was honestly a relief. The surgery is scheduled for 3 weeks from now. The doctors say Chloe will make a full recovery. She will be able to run and play like other kids. She will have a normal life. James and I are getting married next spring. My parents are not invited. They showed me exactly where I stand with them. They chose Vicky online store over my daughter heart. Some choices you cannot take back. Some damage you cannot undo. They wanted to give Vicky a better life. Instead, they lost access to mine.